we're starting articles with Kaya today, and the rules say that the dog must bring back the article that the handler touched. So that leaves you a lot of freedom and a lot of room to play with things. So the item that you touched could smell like the treat you're using, which will make it much easier for the dog to find the article that you're sending them to find. So basically teach the dogs to find whatever smells like the treats you're using. You can make it very easy if you always pick the same type of treat to work with articles so that they go to a familiar scent. So if you're using hot dogs always, then hot dogs become the article treat. Or if you're using sharp cheddar cheese, that will also be the treat that's only used for that. So sharp cheddar works the best because it holds scent and it has a very distinct scent. So that would be my recommendation for treats. So basically don't work on bringing back, because the dogs don't have a retrieve part yet. She does not have a hold and sit in front position yet. She does not have all those parts that make the retrieve much better yet. So I'm just kind of sending her to something that smells like a cookie, pulling away when she picks it up. She does have a somewhat verbal command and response to the word take it. She does not have a force fetch. So usually with the encouragement, and I've been playing it with toys as well, that if I say go get your toy, she goes and gets the toy. So that kind of helps. Those little concepts, just household concepts, do help to make the game better. Make the toy or the item more interesting than anything. That way the dogs are bringing it to you, and when they bring it to you, don't create any conflict. So don't start trying to take it away too much, but if they drop it, make sure that you make it become alive. So you can kick it with your feet, just kick it up in the air and it kind of flies off the ground. The dogs go and chase it, and then kind of put the interest or all your focus in training this exercise into the dogs not being possessive about the item, but more so bringing it to you and just kind of playing with you. Okay, so that's the first little description of this game. Kaya, come on, good girl. So I'm using mozzarella cheese just because that's what I had today, but usually cheddar cheese works best. And I'm just rubbing the cheese on the bar of the article, and it's on my hands as well. And I'll just pick it up and rub it all over the place. It's on the side. Oh, good girl, good girl. Okay, right, good. And I'll just start with something simple like a hold it, maybe a take it, just a quick little take it review. Good, you, good job. I will treat by the bar of the article. That also helps a lot. So then that place becomes very reinforcing. Good, ready. Good. If you drag it on the floor, they usually go for it a little bit more because it becomes prey. Take it, good, give. We have a pretty good 1 second hold while I'm holding it. So she's not that super advanced, but we do have some of the concepts in place. Good. Take it. Good. And I want to be able to do a chin rest, a nose bridge, and still hold on to the article. Good. Give. Just add a little bit of environmental pressure and distractions and not get the dogs too crazy, but teach them, as you're learning to hold it as well, to teach them to deal with all these stressors that might be in the ring. So the second part now, it's to put a treat for the article on the floor. Put a treat right in between the ends, so underneath, right in the middle of the bar, and it's going to be hiding. So I'm going to be standing that way, so she's going to be coming this way towards the article pile, and the treat is going to be hiding, so she's not going to be able to see it until she passes it. Now she's going to eat the treat first. There's only one item to pick up, so I'm just going to cue a take it. I will walk away backwards as soon as she starts grabbing it, just to attract her to me, and then I'll play a little bit with it. I just kind of follow that interaction. So she knows the cookie's there. I can make it much more good girl. All right, ready. Whoa, good girl. And you start creating all that anticipation, that drive towards a pile. It's not quite a pile yet, but it is one. Ready. Go, find it. Go. Good girl. Take it. Buck. Where's your article? Good girl. Get it. Good girl. Wow. Good girl. Oh, good. Get it. Where is it? Whoa. Go. Good girl. Oh, there you go. Up. Good girl. Good. So since I don't have, give him a cookie then. At home, I was making her jump up on the couch instead of doing the front, because if she was jumping on the couch, then she had to hold the item just a little bit closer and a little bit longer. So a straightening up a front and a hold for a do something else with the article in your mouth. So you're just going to train up behaviors. At the end, they will learn the whole picture of the game. Also, having her jump up on the couch with the item while she was holding it was giving me a little bit of time to hold on to the article and have like a second or two to say give, which means let go of the item, and to not have her drop it, because then she became a little bit more, kind of controlled. So kind of trade behaviors, and then you can replace them for the actual competition behavior, which is the front, the sit, the hold it, and the take it, and the give it and take when you say those commands. So that's the very first part, just very easy. Just have them chase you, always on the leash and the collar, so the dogs follow the line of the leash. If you have them off leash, they don't have any way of coming up to you, or you cannot make them yourself as interesting as you should be. So now let's try with the pile. So I'm going to try 4, and let's see what happens. Alright, so we have 4 articles, and we're going to make a little aisle out of them. So there's a path in between them, and they're going to be set up just like the first one was. There's kind of like a square of sorts. So if there were more, I would just put one over here. They're about 6 inches apart, and they're all with the ends facing each other. So there's an aisle in the middle. Now your scent, it's irrelevant. By the rules, they only have to find the one that you touched. It never says the one that smells like you, because then the judge will have to smell your hands to compare that scent to the scent of the article. So that's irrelevant. So teach the dogs to find the scent of the treat, which you will be using hopefully for a warm-up before you go in the ring. So here's number 2. This is the one that's scented with the cheese scent. And it's got some cheese on top, maybe some cheese on the bottom, that's fine. Make a little trail of cheese. So there's one in the middle, another one before the pile, one in the middle of the pile, and one in the back of the pile. Maybe even one over here somewhere, hiding, not underneath an article, but behind an article. Now this whole pile of treats is going to attract the dogs to the pile. Because the piles become very stressful and there's a lot of decisions that they have to make by themselves, so starting at a young age where they're actually wanting to go to the pile, we not stress at all. You just go to the pile, eat treats, whatever you find, and then find the one that smells like the treat, because the other ones don't smell like cheese. I didn't touch the other ones with the cheese hand. And then just pick it up. When she grabs this one and starts licking the cheese off of it, I'll just walk away and bring her to me, and then do a little bit of chasing games. Not so much wanting to take the article from her mouth, but more of her holding it without adding too much stress and repeating commands and just stressing her out too much. So I'm holding her back. I'm having the same cheese in my hand. Ready, 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 ready. Oh, good. Fine, good girl. She's gonna eat all the pieces of cheese. Sometimes they miss one, and that's okay. So now she's up to the one that's scented. I'm gonna walk away a little bit. Take it. Oh, she went and chased the other one. That's okay. I'm not gonna walk away until she's close to it. Good. Of course, the collar will get attached to her leg. We'll see what happens. Let's go with it. The one number 2 still smells like cheese the most, which is the one by her right now. So let's see what happens, and let's let her figure it out. girl, where's your article? Good. All right, so it's the wrong one, so that's okay. Let's come back to the first one. This one. Oh my God. Good. Just kick it up with your feet. Ready. Oh, there you go. Good girl. Oh, where is it? Look. Wow. Maybe kick it into the pile, and however they pick it up is fine. Just so that adds a little bit more energy to it. Good girl. Oh, where is it? Good girl. Oh, good girl. You're silly. So as long as you're having fun, you're learning. Good girl. And I can fix all of this mouthing and playing with it for now. That's enough. It's just a good little interaction. So let's try it again. Good girl. Good. So, down. Good girl. Hold on. So the same, I'm going to reorganize the pile. And the scented article is going to be in the same location. Good. With perhaps not as many trees on the floor. Might not be ready for that, so just a few here. I'm gonna lead up the trail to that one article, so just to kind of go to that one. Maybe I'll put one in the back, because I know she's gonna go to that one out in the open. Sometimes too many of them makes them forget the job, so let's just play with the placement of the cookies for her level of learning right now. And let's fix this color. Alright, so we're back. We're building drive to the pile. Ready? Where is it? Good girl. And let him drive you if you can. Where's the pile? Ready. Okay. Go. Good girl. And I'll let her kind of scent around. She still knows that I like that she's looking for all the articles just to check that there's no cheese on them. So that'll be good. Good. Take it. Up. Where's your article? Get it. Good girl. Where is it? You touch it. Go get it. Good girl. Good. Oh, hey, get it. Good girl. Up. Wow. Here. Good guy. Good girl. Here, this one. Look, this one. Wow. Good girl. Come here. Wow, good. Get it. All right. Go. Good girl. Let's go. Good girl. Oh, up. Good girl. Here. Good girl. There you go. Something that will help as well is having a cookie in your mouth and holding it there. It's kind of hard to talk and video at the same time. Good girl. Come on, little. So that way they drive up to your face. They're driving up to your face and looking for that front middle part of your body right here. So we could do this. We could also tether them to the floor. For now, I think this is pretty easy for her, and it's just a game. I'm not getting mad or correcting her for bringing up the wrong one. I'm just not drawing any attention to it. But make sure that you cut that off right away and it doesn't last too long, so they don't get into the habit of picking up the wrong one, because that will chase you and hunt you later on in the ring. So if you see a pattern, just take note of it and then fix it later. So in consecutive lessons with her, I might tether them all to a board and then just have the one with the cheese, so she cannot learn to pick up the wrong one. That's not an option, now that I know that she's going to do it. So that's what training is all about, just making things simple, easy, fun, and make sure the dog's learning. I'm going to be showing the utility for at least 3 more years. So we have time to learn this game, and it should be pretty easy and simple to teach. So I hope that helps. Go ahead and check my other videos on Facebook and Instagram, and see you soon. Good girl. Good girl.